When first dealing with the Bugatti Diva, it can look confusing with all the parts that you're given. What we're going to do is we're going to go through them one by one. If we take the main coffee machine and we turn it around, we will see that there are two tubes. If your filter is separate, the filter goes on the longer of the two tubes. What also goes in the back is the water tank. One thing you will be able to see, not so much in the video, but when you look on the tank, there's a line. We want to make sure this is on a flat surface, and we will fill the water tank up as a maximum to where that line is, which is right there. This water tank now, we'll put both tubes into it. It will then go into the back of the coffee machine. Make sure that both tubes are in there, just like that. You can see both tubes are inside and the filter's inside. The other thing we have is we have the power cord. Power cord simply plugs in like so. And now we have water in our Diva coffee machine, and we have the power connected. The next thing we look at with the Diva coffee machine is we have three buttons. The top button is the power, the middle button is for the water that flows through the coffee, and the bottom button is for the steam. So I'm going to push the top button and we should see the power light come on. So it takes approximately 1 minute for the water to heat to the point where we're in this green area, which is the correct temperature for the water to be pushed through the coffee. This is good for coffee, but we like to be more on the right-hand side before we start making steam. So we're just going to let that heat up, and I'm going to begin to explain the other attachments. When we look at the accessories that come with the Diva, it can be somewhat confusing, but we will go through these one by one. We'll start with the three inserts that go into the coffee spout. They look similar, but if we come and look at them horizontally, one thing you will notice is all three are different heights. Now, what is each one for? The shallowest of bowls is used for pods. The middle depth bowl is used if we're making a single shot of coffee. And the deep bowl is used if we are making 2 shots of coffee. This is the packer, which we will use to pack the coffee into the bowl. This is the scoop, which we would use to get the coffee out. And the bowl simply sits inside the handle like this, which we will then push down, and it fits in level as such. This will now go into the base of the coffee, just below the temperature gauge, like this. And we will lock it into place. That's because I had chosen the deeper bowl. I can make 2 coffees at the same time. I will just come to the center button, and I will push the center button and hold it in. And as we come down here, we can see coffee going into each cup. Now the water will continue to pour until such time as I push that button again. To me, that looks like about the right height. So I'm going to push the button and stop the water. There's even a small suction that occurs to stop the dripping from occurring. We are now going to froth the milk, putting the milk in an appropriate container for frothing. As I mentioned, I will push the 3rd button from the top. I'm now doing. The steam will come out continuously until that button is pushed again. Which I'm now going to do. You can see it's now stopped. And as we can see, we have beautiful foamed coffee, which I will now add to the cups. 2 beautiful coffees.